It's 4 defeats out of 4 for rock-bottom Peterborough after Tuesday's 1-0 loss to Barnsley. But boss Darren Ferguson remains convinced that the club he knows so well can still have a good season. By contrast, newly promoted Bradford have settled quickly in League One with 3 wins and a draw. Graham Alexander makes 5 changes today, though, to the side that beat Stockport in midweek. Peterborough have made 2 changes to the team beaten by Barnsley as they search for a first point of the season. Bradley Honvian and Kieran Hayes drop to the bench. So a nervy atmosphere around London Road as Peterborough look to get this monkey off their back with this losing streak. The worst ever start was in 2012 when they lost their first 7 games. Ferguson was coached then as well too. But they get an early cross into the box, which is headed clear. And then the shot comes in from Archie Collins. The defender took a bit of pace off it. And it was an easy enough gather for Sam Walker. Will Lisby making a nuisance of himself. It's headed clear only as far as Collins takes a deflection. Comfortable save. Bradford are unbeaten in the last 4 visits to Peterborough. And they'll be looking to maintain that record, but they're under some early pressure. Behind Matthew Pennington at the expense of a corner for Darren Ferguson's side. Brandon Kaler, himself Bradford, will go across and take the corner, and it comes. Easy enough gather for Walker, though. Fell into his hands. Goals have been the problem for Peterborough, of course. And how can they do at the other end? Here's some defending to do into the box. And the challenge by Collins sees Tyreek Wright goes down. There are appeals for a penalty, but referee James Durkin isn't interested. Wright just went shoulder to shoulder with Collins. He was ahead of him. Nothing doing from the referee, though. Into the building again. It's good work. The cross is blocked behind by Pennington at the expense of another corner. Abraham Ado in the starting lineup today and making his presence felt so far. Then he will be sprung in again by Kaler. Now takes it short this time to Ado and receives the return. Little overhit, but Kaler's done well. Will get the low shot in. Once again, no real power to test Sam Walker. They're showing plenty of intent, bit of creativity. No end product so far. And Alexander delighted with how his side have started the campaign. 3 wins and a draw. And from behind against Stockport, and they're looking to create something here. And a low shot is an easy gather for Vicente Reyes at the Peterborough goal. That's Patterson with the shot. Good work by Toure to win possession. Patterson hit it first time. Couldn't beat the keeper. Collins flips it forward. Chance for Kaler. That's Collins again. Neat passing. And now there's a chance for the shot. It takes a deflection and it's just wide. Well, that is perhaps the best moment so far. Gustav Lindgren, another player back in the starting lineup today. It was built up neatly. In the end, Lindgren turned and got his shot away. Took a slight deflection. And just wide. Will be a corner. Downfield. Bradford fairly route 1 so far in this first half. Carl Johnston hooks that away. Still haven't cleared it though. Lapsley. Good work by Swan to keep it in play. Neat passing. And it goes again. Lapsley will deliver the cross. And the covering tackle had to be made by James Dornelly, with Tyreek Wright lurking. It's behind for another corner. But that was better from Alexander's side as we near half-time. Takes it short, looks for the return and gets it. Cross comes in from that right-hand side and is well met by Pennington. Fine save by Reyes. Best moment of the game for either side. Certainly the best chance for Bradford in this first 45 minutes. And that is the half-time break. Matthew Pennington it was with the first-time strike from the cross. But Vicente Reyes was equal to it, pushing it away. And we remain goalless as they head in for the half-time break. Alexander will look for more from his team in the second half as they look to break the deadlock, and they're sharper there, and they've created an opportunity, and they have taken it. And Will Swan has pounced on some slack defending by Peterborough to make it 1-0. The deadlock broken. Well, Swan scored in midweek at Stockport. In fact, it's his third goal in 4 games. And the Bradford travelling support can celebrate, but that was really poor work by Peterborough. No real pressure on the ball. Kayla was dispossessed. Lapsley laid it off cleverly, and Swan had the easiest job in the world to slot it past Reyes. And Bradford take the lead here at London Road. More frustration for Peterborough. This difficult start to the season continues. They find themselves behind again, having threatened on occasion in the first half. Can they get back on terms? There's a chance for one of the substitutes to make a name for himself. Declan Frith. Darren Ferguson responded to going behind by making 4 changes. Declan Frith is one of those who came on. And immediately into the action, gets a shot away off target. Toure hooks it forward. And again, Bradford looking to retain possession. Humphreys. And Swan outside it, but Humphreys still going. Will try a shot from distance, you think? And perhaps he shouldn't, well off target. Peterborough's still a little fragile in defence. He shook off a couple of challenges there rather too easily. And in the end, couldn't hit his shot on target. And among the spectators here is Mr. Peterborough, Barry Fry, who's held every role at the club, of course, looking on and trying to give encouragement to Darren Ferguson and his side as they look to avoid a 5th straight league defeat. The time is against them. They're retaining possession, but they're playing in front of Bradford, not really creating anything too threatening. Down the line towards Frith. That's great work. Frith has done well and will deliver the cross. And as he kept it in play, it's still there! And Kian Hayes has hooked it in, and out of nothing, Peterborough do have the leveller. It's 1 apiece here at London Road, and finally these fans have something to celebrate in the 91st minute. And it was really created by the determination of Declan Frith, who beat Baldwin, got the cross in. When that was blocked, he kept the attack alive, hooked it back into play, and it's met by Kian Hayes, who gets enough on it to hook it into the net, and it's 1 apiece within stoppage time. And Peterborough, well, this goal was celebrated like a winner in a cup tie, but it's a leveller, and real frustration for Graham Alexander, as he thought his team were closing in on another win. Can Bradford find something now? We're right at the end of the game, hooked away by Frith, and that is that. There's something for Darren Ferguson to work with. They've avoided the run of defeats. The 5th successive loss has been dodged thanks to Kian Hayes' late leveller. Will Swan had put Bradford ahead 10 minutes into the second half, but it was a much improved performance from the home side. They did force Sam Walker into some saves, but Graham Alexander will be frustrated that Bradford couldn't hold on and secure another win. In the end, it's honours even, and you'll feel that Bradford will be the happier of the 2 sides perhaps. Final score, Peterborough 1, Bradford City